Let's get more reaction with American lawyer and public prosecutor Reed Brody. He joins us right now. Reed, thanks so much. Just on those Trump Truth Social comments, can I just get your reaction?
Well, it's just how far we have fallen in the United States under Donald Trump. I mean, for a president to respond to the death of a distinguished FBI director with that kind of language tells you everything you need to know about the debasement of public life in the United States. I mean, Robert Mueller represents a model of institutional integrity and independence that frankly feels increasingly distant today. I mean, this was a Republican who was appointed to the FBI by George Bush. He was kept on by Barack Obama. He was trusted across party lines. I mean, I didn't necessarily agree with everything he did, but he embodied this idea that law enforcement doesn't serve the president. I mean, he stood up when I mean, he was the FBI director on 9/11, but when George Bush put in this NSA, National Security Agency surveillance program, he went to George Bush and threatened to resign if he did not pull back. And you know, you compare that with what we have today. I mean, Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, you know, somebody who is a political operative who didn't get any Democratic votes for confirmation, you know, who pledged to use the FBI to go after Donald Trump's political enemies, you know, who amplified election denying stuff. You know, you just compare what this man represented and what we're seeing in Washington today, the total politicization of institutions. And it's like a bygone era, Robert Mueller.
I mean, it even led to praise from Barack Obama, calling him one of the FBI's finest directors who saved countless of lives. And that speaks to your point. And it also speaks to the polarization because obviously we can trace this back to the Trump-Russia scandal of 2016. Mueller declined to indict Trump, and that might be one of his legacies. In his final statements, though, he said, if we had confidence after a thorough investigation of the facts that the president clearly did not commit obstruction of justice, we would so state. Based on the facts and the applicable legal standards, we are unable to reach that judgment. That is the legacy that he left behind with that particular case. Was that a legal necessity, though, or a political calculation? Is that how he's going to be remembered?
Well, it may be. I mean, you know, he was very cautious. I think he could be criticized for not pushing harder on obstruction of justice. You know, he, as you say, he concluded that he had evidence of obstruction, but he refused to charge Trump with that. And he cited Department of Justice policy not to indict a sitting president. I think he should have made and he also got played by the Attorney General at the time, William Barr. I mean, he gave Barr the report, and he led it to William Barr to tell the public what the report said. And Barr said basically the report is clear Donald Trump, which it didn't. And Mueller wrote a confidential letter to Barr saying you're distorting what I wrote, but he didn't even go public with that. So, you know, it's this in some ways an excessive fair play on Mueller's part that was you know, contrast with the hyper partisanship you're seeing today, where the Justice Department and the FBI are just, I mean, Trump has a list of people who he wants to prosecute, and without evidence or on the flimsiest of evidence, actually in some cases, as with the former FBI Director James Comey or with Letitia James, no evidence.
Just on a final note, he has now passed away at the age of 81. What lessons should the Justice Department draw from Mueller's meticulous yet now polarizing approach?
Well, I think the lesson is, that the United States and justice is better served by by adhering to the law and to the Constitution. I mean, today we see a government, whether it's the Justice Department, the FBI, the Department of Defense, which is totally there to be loyal to the man in the White House. This is a moment of where you have a complete takeover of the government to serve one man's desires and one man's interests. And I think that's really, as I said, how far we have fallen in the United States.
Thank you so much, Reed Brody. That's Reed Brody, the former New York Assistant Attorney General, who just joined us there, just talking about the legacy of Robert Mueller, now passed away at the age of 81.